Hey guys, what is up? So here I have probably one of the most rare collector's editions for the PlayStation Vita. This is the Project Sense, a Cyberpunk Ghost Story collector's edition with the collector's edition box from the Kickstarter. So this is not the East Asia Soft release, this is the Kickstarter collector's edition. There were only 28 backers at this tier level to get the collector's edition box. So first of all, we have an Oppai Mouse Pad. So I'm gonna take these all out of the box and then we'll inspect them closer. But I must have so many of these things now. I've got so many Oppai Mouse Pads. I keep telling T, I'm like, I didn't choose to have this in the limited edition. The games just come with it. And besides, I've got bad wrists, you know? I need that extra support, and like, where else am I gonna get a mouse pad with that kind of support? And then here we have, I think these are posters, so we'll take a closer look at that. And then the collector's edition box, the rarest part of all of this. Ooh, that is a nice box. So on the front of the collector's box, we have May here, and looks like she's got them Ryza thighs right there, very nice. And then on this side, we've got the company logo and a nice gloss to kind of contrast with the matte finish. And on the back, very nice. And this has got like a magnetic clasp too. So this opens up, which way does it open? Right here. So yeah, nice magnetic clasp, nice sturdy box by the way too. All right, so inside you can see it is lined with this nice fabric, and we've got a special message in here. To each and every person who believed in our vision and helped us bring it to life, thank you. Sense is just the beginning of our journey, but we hope that when you look at this box, it reminds you of this promise. Suzaku will always carry your generosity with us, and most importantly, Suzaku will return. So just the beginning for their journey into game development. Here we have the soundtrack. And inside, there's the disc. Then we have this insert here. It is just a single page, it doesn't fold out. And here we have a sticker, holographic sticker. And this looks like part of the standee. So yeah, we're gonna remove the protective tape. All right, so here is the May acrylic standee. And then we have the game. This should be just like the standard edition. We'll open this up in just a minute. A postcard print on the back. Suzaku will return. Sense, a Cyberpunk Ghost Story. A little art print. Here's another sticker for Kickstarter backers. And we have a hardcover art book in here. There's nothing on the spine. Then on the back, we have Suzaku, the Art of Sense. Contents. The World of Sense. So we got a little bit of world history here. And there's a May in several different costumes or outfits. Other characters. Some of the ghosts. Now, I actually have not played this game fully yet. I played a little bit of the PC version, and then I also played a little bit of the PlayStation 4 version and a little bit of the Nintendo Switch version. So I've played little bits of it here and there, but I have not played the whole game yet. So I'm kind of excited to go through this, and I've been kind of just waiting for this Vita release before really getting into it. So I wanted to get this collector's edition and, you know, check it out and then finally play the game. So yeah, it's been a long time coming. but I'm really happy with this Kickstarter. It definitely took a while, but I'm glad that they finally made it. And you know, there's been so many Vita Kickstarters that I've backed that have just fizzled out, or they rushed the project and delivered like subpar goods. Well, in this case, I mean, they didn't rush it. They came through. Basically, I'm just really happy with how they ran the Kickstarter in general. You know, the console versions got delayed a bit, but I'm happy with how that turned out too, because they just released the Steam version and the reviews weren't too favorable at first, but they listened to all the feedback, they reworked the game, and then by the time it came out on consoles, we have the new reworked version. So it all worked out in the end. I know the reviews since the rework have been a lot more favorable. To each and every friend, family member, fan, and Kickstarter supporter, thank you. Making Sense was a long and often incredibly difficult journey, but after nearly 4 long years, we're so proud to have all of this in your hands. And it could not have been done without all of you behind us. We promise to keep that generosity with us as we race into the future. Suzaku will always be a studio about creating pure escapism because of you. And yes, this, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a lot of negativity also from certain people, certain hateful people online that didn't want this game to happen. People with a lot of hate in their hearts that want to get themselves into other people's business about how they live their lives and what they do and what they consume. And they weren't having any of it. The publisher, Top Hat Studios, and the developer, they weren't having any of it. And the game is released as it is supposed to be, and nothing was changed. So very happy about that too. All right, let's go ahead and check out the posters. Oh, these are high gloss. Very nice. All right, it's gonna take a while for these to settle, so they're a bit curly right now. That makes sense. I believe some of the lower tiers got a choice of which poster they wanted, and then the higher tiers just get all 3. Sheesh, sheesh. That one's got me speechless. All right, let's take a look at the mouse pad. Boom. It's got some nice weight to it. Nice and cushy for my wrists. The print looks like it's got some slight banding in it. You can kind of see the horizontal lines. There's some slight banding there, but that's usually to be expected of print on demand. But I'm probably not going to use this one because it is my only one, and sometimes my wrists get a little dirty. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes they get a little dirty. And she's got a nice white shirt. I would hate to have to soil that. All right, so here we have the game. Let's go ahead and open this up. And looks like we have a manual. That's nice to see. And I see some art in here. Very nice. There's May on the inside. All right, so let's take a look at the manual here. First page, we have the controls. Introduction, how to play. Some art, very nice. Trophies. Well, there's actually not too many trophies here, but there is a platinum trophy, so that is good. And we got some more art. So not a whole lot of information in here, but you don't really need a whole lot of information with this game, I think. And here is a close-up of the game card. Let's check it out and see how well it runs on the Vita. All right, looks like we don't have any updates. We'll see how this runs. We did get a warning that the Vita version would have a rough time running the game. And I kind of suspected that too when I played the PC version, like the alpha and beta versions on the PC, because There's a lot to it. It's really heavy on the assets, and then also there were a lot of lighting effects and stuff, but they assured me that they would be able to get the Vita version done, and they did. But yeah, they warned us ahead of time that the Vita version would not be running very smoothly, and then they gave us several options, like we could either choose something other than the Vita version, like PlayStation 4, or we could get a refund, or we could get a digital code for something else in addition to our Vita version, and that's what I did. I ended up getting the PlayStation 4 version digitally in addition to my physical Vita version, so very happy with the choices and the decision there. Standard new game offers unlimited quick saves and auto save points. Okay, so this is one of the changes that they made based off of feedback that they got from the Steam release. People wanted more save points. Yeah, where a lot of games will use tile-based sprite art, this has got some really big assets. These backgrounds are all like hand-drawn, huge backgrounds, so I was like, there's no way the Vita is going to be able to run this without some compromises. And yeah, sure enough, it's been a little bit, you can see like the resolution of the background, it's all blurry. That's just what has to happen on the Vita version. But I've been told you can play through the whole thing, you know, it's playable. And actually, yeah, this isn't too bad right here. This is fine. This area is going a little bit more chunky. Probably because of the stuff in the foreground. I'm surprised they even left that stuff in the foreground. Wow. Yeah, you can see it's slower in this area of the game right here. So there may be some rooms that are just not running as well as others. And unfortunately, because of the cutoff date for Vita game cards, they didn't really get enough time to optimize this further, because I would suspect that they probably would be able to do more with it if they could. And PlayStation is also not being very cooperative with updates, game updates, and other things. Obviously, they want to get the store shut down, which fortunately was reversed, but they don't seem to be doing much to make sure that the store will have much life left in it. They seem to kind of want it to go away still for Vita games. Okay, so the Vita version does look pretty bad. When I switch it over to the PlayStation Vita TV, it's a lot more obvious. You can definitely tell the texture quality is a lot lower, and there's just a lot of stutter. On the bright side though, it does make the objects that you need to interact with a lot easier to spot because they're a lot sharper. So there's that. It's probably going to be easier to find things on the Vita version. You can see all these little paper things I have to pick up off the street are a lot sharper than the rest of the image. Anyway, I'm still really happy because I got the digital PlayStation 4 version and then the physical Vita version. If I really want to, I could play remote play on the Vita, and then I'd have a nicer version of the game running on the Vita. But then I still have this Vita cartridge, kind of like as a backup. If I were to like go places or something, then I can play this on the go too. All right, guys, well, that is the collector's edition of Project Sense, a Cyberpunk ghost story for the PlayStation Vita. I want to go through this game some more and do a more comprehensive review later on. I'll probably be checking out the Vita version and the PlayStation 4 version much more, and then I'll let you guys know my thoughts on that. But yeah, stay tuned for reviews, collector's editions, everything Vita, and more. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I will see you later.